Hello everyone, welcome to part 3 or section 3 of this music theory tutorial series. So we start discussing major scales and sharp keys, and this will be a start for scales in general. So let's dive into the lesson. So basically, when we're talking about scales, we're actually referring to a set of notes, a collection of notes. Say, for example, let's take a very simple example that you probably already know, say a C major scale. We're referring to C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And what that really means is twofold. First of all, let's look at the word major, the term major here. The term here, it can be a minor, it can be a Dorian, Phrygian, whatever, and we will discuss these terms further in a future lesson. But let's just look at major. The word major actually is referring to a very specific set of interval pattern. Okay, a unique set of interval pattern. So, and it yields a certain sound, and in this instance, a major sound. So what that means is when we are trying to construct a major scale, we are looking for intervals like this, an interval pattern like this. Okay, so a whole step between C and D, another whole step here between D and E, half step between E and F, F and G whole step, G to A whole step, A and B whole step, B and C half step. The term major is actually trying to refer to this set of interval pattern, whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. So this is something that is worth memorizing if you haven't already done so. Okay. And the letter here is actually just a starting note. It doesn't have to start on C, but for this example, we are starting on C. So C major, what it means is let's pick a starting note, the starting note C. And then let's pick the starting note C, and let's construct this set of interval. And it just so happens that there are 7 naturally occurring notes that doesn't require any sharps or flats, okay? And those notes, when put together, would perfectly form this interval. And we are, by convention, which means people have been doing this and we don't see any need to change it. And by convention, we call this a major sound or a major scale. All right. So occasionally when I speak, I would just use these terms major sound or major scale, sometimes interchangeably, sometimes. So, but I would try to be specific. Okay. So a major scale is referring to this set of very specific interval pattern. Okay. So let's do a few more examples, and that way you should understand it better. For example, what if I want to start on G? I would call it a G major scale. So G major. So G major, it means that I will have to start on a G note. All right. And then a major sound or major scale requires a very specific set of interval patterns. So that would be whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. All right. So let's construct the, let's find the notes that would fit this pattern here. So G, A, B, C, D, E, F, and then G again. So I'm basically just writing down all the naturally occurring notes first, and then I'll check the interval. So G to A, already a whole step, we're good. A to B whole step, B to C half step, great. C to D whole, D to E whole, E to F, this one, and F to G. These seem to be out of place, right? So we need to fix it, and it's an easy fix. We just need to raise the F to an F sharp. Voila, we have E to F sharp as a whole step, F sharp to G half step. And see, we have the same exact interval pattern here, but except this time we're starting on G instead of C. So that's really what a scale means. C major really means starting on C with this specific interval pattern. G major really means starting on G with a specific set of interval pattern. So in music, we always talk in intervals. Intervals really at the core of the music theory language. So you really have to be super familiar with it. Be sure to check out the interval section if you haven't already done so. That's really pivotal in your understanding of all the other topics in music theory. So be sure not to skip that part. Okay. So that's it for this video. So in the next video, I'll do some more follow-up, all right, to this video. So I'll see you there.